2024 tax refund update. In today's video, we are going to go over the taxpayer yearly report to Congress. We have the numbers on how the IRS did for the 2024 tax season. We are also going to review your time frame for getting that tax refunds via the IRS transcript codes. And finally, we have the next direct deposit date shared. So make sure you stay tuned for that and much more. Welcome back, everyone. So very happy to have you back for another IRS update. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the report says the tax return filing season generally ran smoothly. Please share with us in the comments if you agree with that statement. But it did identify delays in issuing tax refunds related to identity theft, as well as there were issues with the telephone service and processing of employee retention credits. As of April 2024, the IRS is taking 22 months to resolve identity theft cases, plus several weeks after that to issue your tax refunds. And it states they have approximately 500,000 unresolved identity theft cases. That's a lot of people still waiting on their refund. Now let's go over the stats in regards to those telephone calls. As you can see, it states here all calls received 40 million. Number of calls answered by IRS employees, only 12.4 million. Calls to account management, 28 million. Number of calls answered, 9.0 million. Non-account management calls, 12 million received, 3.4 million answered. Now, in terms of the refund hotline, 8.3 million calls, it states, was received. Number of calls answered by IRS employees, only 80,000. Individual income tax services, 6.9 million received. Number of calls answered by the IRS, 2 million, over 2 million. So as you can see from this report, the IRS received millions of phone calls, but they did not do so well in responding. They did not answer enough of those calls. So hopefully they will make improvements moving forward. Also in the report, the IRS currently has a backlog of about 1.4 million ERC refunds that have been submitted but not paid out. And as you know, the IRS did put a stop on those ERC claims September 14 of 2023 because of so many fraudulent claims. The report also detailed of the roughly 79 billion funding the IRS received, it was reduced to 58 billion, and only 3.2 billion of that funding was allocated for taxpayer services, and only 4.8 billion was allocated for business system modernization. And that is where the IRS is lacking the most. They need to allocate more funding to upgrading their systems, which will directly improve customer service and taxpayers getting their tax refund faster. So much improvement is needed there. Now let's move on to the time frame of the IRS reviewing your tax return. As you can see here, a 10 refund freeze was placed on this particular tax return March 14, 2024, and it was due to a particular credit claim. 766 is credit to your account. Move down further, it says 570 additional account pending. That means the IRS is reviewing that tax return as of May 6, 2024. Moving down to 971, as you can see, notice issued 513. That means the IRS issued a notice to that taxpayer in regards to the 570 of the additional review to let them know that they are reviewing their particular tax return, and if they need additional information, they will have to return it submit to the IRS. And finally, move down to 571. It says resolve additional action. That means June 17, the IRS was finally done reviewing this particular tax return. So you can track the progress from March 14, when they placed a hold on the refund, until June 17, when they were officially done with their review. Now, this is another example. As you can see, a credit was claimed April 15, 2024. It says credit to your account, which was earned income credit in this particular example. 570 additional pending. That means they were reviewing the tax return as of July 1st, and they were issued a notice as of July 8th in regards to maybe additional information or an explanation of the review process. Now, the next direct deposit date shared is 8/46. This is when the IRS has finished with reviewing your tax return, and they will be issuing you, in this example, a refund effective July 3rd, 2024, and they will be paying you interest. Remember, check for 776 interest credit to your account. That means the IRS will be issuing you interest on processing your tax return 45 days or more late after the due date, and the due date is the date that you were supposed to file your tax return by. Make sure to share with us in the comments if you did receive a next direct deposit date, and of course, don't forget to share your comments, ask any questions, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and come back for more 2024 tax refund updates and breaking news. Bye bye.